Hello and welcome to Echo, I think? It is EKO. And this is supposed to be a pretty cozy building game with hexagons, but this is a first for me. Now, right off the bat, we got something really interesting here. To play the game, set your graphics quality to 9 or lower. I've never seen a game tell me to lower my quality. Okay, check this out. You can play the game, you can't play the game. So before we begin, I do want to say this game is currently in beta testing and it is paid access. It's 75 Robux if you want to play it. All right, new save. What do we got? Save icons. Oh, that's cool. My island. Yeah. Let's just do my island for basic generic startup and we'll just do basic icon and we'll play. We'll see what it's about. Disclaimer, this game is still in development. There will be bugs and the game is largely unfinished. That's all right. That's all right. There was a chance save files can corrupt. For updates / bug reporting, join the community server. Okay, thank you. That's pretty standard stuff when it comes to games still in development. What is this button? Presets. Okay. We've also got this. This is going to be everything. This is our different grounds, our different waters, nature, plants, trees. Hold on. Okay. Rocks, villages. We got buildings. We got decorations. And then we got miscellaneous. By the looks of it, this is just going to be a very, very basic sandbox game. So if you're looking for a game with progression and whatnot, this might not be the game for you, but this is super early in development, so who's to say, you know? I kind of wish there was a drag placement, so I could just kind of place a bunch of tiles all at once, but alas, here we are. Now, I've accidentally done something here. This is a little bit higher, but I don't know how I have accomplished this. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's really cool. These are sloped as well, aren't they? What did I do? Wait, no, this is like tall. Hold on. It's kind of hard to see because it's all just one color, you know? Let me see here. Rotation snap, random rotation, camera collisions, tile limit. Interesting. Tooltips, sound effects. Okay. What does this do? Oh, the position of the sun? Whoa, that's so beautiful. That's really, really cool. Check that out. Beautiful little sunrise. Oh, you can even put time progression. That's cool. Looking forward to finding if we can get some shadows for the grass, because everything's just blending so much that I can't really tell if there's any rising heights for the terrain. On the topic of rising heights, let's do vertical drag. What is this? Horizontal drag. What? So this option over here is completely for getting landscape going on. That's cool. You can do a little cliff and whatnot. I would love if there was like a gap fill or something. Let me see. Because we got a lot of these really odd spots here and there. And then we get this as well. So like, I don't know how to fix that. But there's this one little spot here. It might be underneath all of this. I guess you would want to do slight increments, maybe? Of singular tiles to their desired height, maybe? I'm not sure. Considering we have a block over here, I'll just raise this up quite a bit. And I'll raise that up as well. And we'll do... Let's see how this works. Let's see. How does this work at all? Maybe we need... Oh, it edits it. Okay. So if we want to do that, we got to do this. And then if we want that, we have to do that on one of those. Okay. Yeah, I really wish we had like a multi-option for horizontal and vertical at the same time. Doing singular select tiles is alright, but if you're doing a very large creation, I could see this being quite tedious after a while, you know? The creativity is there, but we're just a little bit limited by the slow process of it. Isn't too bad, but it's noticeable, you know? That's what I'm getting at. I wonder if we can customize the tiles themselves, like if we can make them sandy or snowy, because then that would be very fun to mess with. We need to bring this one up and maybe that one as well. I'll bring this one even higher. This one I'm going to bring up like so. That one we can do that and that for. That one like so as well. And then let's put some water into these ones. Oh. Thought it was at the same height. It was not. Oh, that one as well. Okay, a lot of them were not up to height. So, water cannot flow in that particular way, I guess. Let me see here. Ah, now it can. Okay, it had to be connected to another source of water. I see, I see. Let me do... No. Let me do this and then that. Then we can try doing that. That's kind of cool. Check that out. You got a lot of customization here. And we'll just have it like so for now. I'll leave it like that because I kind of like how it's going so far. Let's mess around with the customization here. If we wanted to put like a little flower or something here, we could easily do so by just tossing it like this. Oh my god, that's awesome. That is really awesome. I would like a tree here slanted. Yo, that's so cool. Can we get one here as well? We can. Can I get some stones or something? Let me see here. I would like to make a new preset. And then I would like to go to plants. And I would like to put these ones into here. This is going to be my plant preset. I'm going to have these... No. I should do rocks. I should do rocks with the trees. That's what I should do. What is this one? I gotta see. Oh, it's like little pebbles. Okay. Let me go back to here and let me grab these trees. This is actually gonna be the tree preset. Okay, we now have a bunch of presets that I messed with. So now we can get some really cool things going on here. But before we dive too deep into that, I want to make a nice little spot for another tree if we can. I'm gonna raise it like so. We'll do that and we'll do that. And then we'll go with, not this one, but we'll go over here because there's a larger tree that we can get. And kind of want to place them slanted. Like so. Can raise that up to make it a little bit more natural. And we'll mess around with that one a little bit later as well. I'm gonna put some water everywheres, but there seems to be a hill here we need to kind of get through. What I think I want to do is bring the water out and around, so I'm gonna try and do that. Okay, so check this out. I've noticed this, but you see how there's grass over here connected to the water and the top sections here for the terrain? If you want that to be seamed into like dirt, then you have to get rid of all of this and you have to replace it with dirt. And it looks pretty cool, to be honest. So I'm gonna get rid of all of the outer kind of section for this, and I'm gonna replace it with dirt. Check that out. Now we got like an actual connection to dirt. Because grass can grow pretty close, but I think it looks way better and more natural if it's just connected to dirt and then it builds upwards to the grassy area. And then up here we can just add in the waterfalls once more, and we should be good. There was just one area that I wanted to be a little bit different, and it's this area here. So I'm gonna try to figure out how I want it set up, and I think that might be how it's gonna be. Looks a little bit odd with the green, but I'm wondering if I can just kind of spruce up the place with some plants to try and make it work. But I'm not sure completely. Oh my god, what the hell? Where did you come from? Where? How did you get here? What? I was just decorating the place and he spawned. Where'd he come from, friend? What? I am astonished, bewildered. Dude, that is so cool. What in the hell? There's no other ducks around here. He just kind of appeared. That's so surprising. Whoa, that's so cool. Check that out. Okay, the environment kind of plays a factor. Depending on what you have near different things, stuff will happen. That's really cool. I added these flowers next to the tree and we got a beehive. Look at the little dudes. Look at them. That's insane. Yo, he actually plays with the environment. That's so cool. Oh man, I'm loving this project some more. This is awesome. Look at him. He's going wherever he wants. All right, I'm determined. We need to make a good spot for these little creatures. Dude, you just can't. That's way too cool. That is incredibly cool. I want this one kind of leaning towards the water, so there's some shade in this area. But I'm not too sure about that one. Maybe like that. That looks a little bit better. The roots sticking out of the terrain did not get with me. But oh man, this is so cool. Okay, I am very happy. It's not a guarantee that you'll get a beehive every single time that you put down a flower next to a tree. So I am very happy about that detail because I didn't want a beehive for every single tree here. Dude, this is so cool. Just look at this. This is so awesome. I love the duck. Okay, so the condition for a duck is like 2 or 3 of the cattails altogether. Yeah, it looks that way. Check that out. We got 3 ducks up here now. If you were to put like a bunch of cattails all in one spot, you would probably get another duck. I'm gonna be real honest, when building a house, it's actually kind of difficult. What is this called? The stone foundation can be a little bit weird. I would definitely recommend using the snap grid placement when using the stone foundation. And I would highly recommend connecting it to the stone and not the ground. That way it's all gridded together. You can get some interesting and odd scenarios if you don't, where it looks like it lines up, but it really doesn't. I have come across a new problem. I cannot seem to put ceiling on this one little spot. That's an interesting placement. Okay, what I had to do is I had to put framing, and to quadruple check, I put framing in all rotations. And then I was able to put the roofing up, and now I can actually put a segment up here. I think I will do a segment like that out of curiosity how it would look. Maybe not, maybe not. I'll do a standard that one. There it is, a little home. Basic, but it gets the job done kind of mentality. I'm going to make one last building and we'll see how it goes. Dude, I'm so happy with that build. That's incredible. Okay, now we can just continue decorating the area and get it looking real nice. And now we have these tools as well that we can just kind of leave about. That's so silly. That's very cool. I was hoping just to hang it up. I was hoping to like put it leaning against the wall, not shove it into the wall. That's stone. That is a stone wall. How do we get two ducks on this side? Interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty difficult decorating. I don't think that duck is supposed to do that. Very interesting duck. Very, very interesting. What I was going to say is it's pretty difficult to decorate the waterway because we only have cattails. I would love to put some other things in the water like these, but we can't. It makes sense that this one can't go in the water, but maybe small little petals, lily pads, and other aquatic plant life would be pretty cool. Alright, the last part of our journey, I need to fill in a large part of this with trees, and then we can do the decorations, and we should be good. As for the interior, we don't have anything regarding interior in the game yet. Like miscellaneous, there's nothing. Decorations, we've only got these ones, and they're outdoor decorations. Closest we've got is maybe this one, but that's about it. Alright, you guys, this is going to be the final result for my island. We're just going to watch it go through the day cycle real quick, and occasionally we'll witness the ducks phase through the bridge. The lights are very pretty during nighttime. Wow, I can't get over the starry sky in this game. It's very, very beautiful with the colors for the full-on lighting and environment. This looks awesome. Alright, let me show you around. We got this top section of the whole island where all of the ducks reside, and a small little wilderness is up here as well. The water flows from the top downwards all the way back to the ocean where all of those ducks are hanging out at. I don't know how he's doing that still. Over here, beside the ducks, is my giant windmill. I'm pretty happy with how this came out. It's pretty cool and fun of a little build to mess with because of the actual windmill turning about, and the little lanterns are very awesome to see during the nighttime. The decorations around this place, it's a bunch of vegetation, and I forgot to add bushes, so I had to go in and clean that up a little bit later. But otherwise, this was a pretty fun little area to decorate. Over here as well, I tried to get it so it kind of told a story. This area is going to be pretty stony, rocky, near the shore, connected to the little lake path. And so I added a bunch of stone, smaller pebbles, and a little area to sit at, along with some tools and resources nearby. The bridge is honestly one of my favorite parts. I wish we could do bridges that went into different elevations, but alas. And also the ducks colliding with them is quite silly. But the pathway does go from that little section to over here where our little character would reside. This is a structure for whoever lives on this island with a little well connected to it. And in the backyard, we've got a huge section of just a forest with a bunch of plant life and a little pathway leading up to this tiny hideout area where you can sit back and relax. Over here is one of the only spots that I'm not entirely sure what to do about. It protrudes quite a bit, unlike this area, where this area kind of just completes itself with all of the vegetation and decorations going on. But this area, I had to get a little bit more creative, so I put a wood log pile, put a few stones here and there, and a good amount of bushes to kind of just fill in the gaps. I especially love this little section. This little section's awesome. I didn't know what to do with the elevation, but I think this came out pretty well. This area in the back is also elevated ever so slightly, but this connecting piece to the waterfall is very nice. Alright you guys, that's going to be it for this video. This is a very relaxing and very cozy free build sandbox game. I love it. It's very, very cool to mess around with the environment and make it your own. And I would definitely recommend checking this one out. As mentioned, this game does cost Robux and is in pretty much an early state. It's 75 Robux, but I think it's really well worth it. It's got a few items to mess around with when it comes to decorations and whatnot. So if you're looking for a huge game with a ton of customization, sadly, I don't think this is it just yet. The link is going to be down below in the description. I think the developer is doing a fantastic job with this project, and I wholeheartedly enjoyed my 2 hours in this game. That's going to be it from me. If you have any games that I should check out, let me know down below in the comments, or join my Discord server with the link in the description. Other than that, if you're looking for some more games to play, check out the channel, and that's going to be it from me. I'll be seeing ya.